Hey, gang. Today's topic, acting alone. Um, I don't really get an opportunity to cover this in my Audition Psych 101 workshop because it's already 4 hours long and it's hard to squeeze everything in as it is. But I want to talk a little bit about monologues today because I know a lot of actors have monologue phobia. I don't know anyone who loves doing them. Full disclosure, I don't love doing them, but I've been coaching them a lot, and I love them more now than I ever did. I've been working with actors on monologues, and I have a couple of thoughts that might make monologue auditions a bit easier for you. Um, as I've often said, actors are more humble than people think we are. Most of us are not particularly arrogant. Most of us strangely don't always like a lot of attention. It's weird. You understand that. Nobody else does. It's fine. So to be standing there talking by yourself with no other actors and have people just looking at you feels a little weird, can feel a little what we call eggy, like egg on your face. Um, a couple of things to think about. Uh, there is always a reason why a playwright gives a character a lot of words at once. It's because what that character has to say and their need to say it is so big that they need all those words. It's not you taking up this much time, it's the character taking up this much time because the character has a great need, and the need to speak is something that I focus on a lot in my coaching. The need has to be so great. The need to get the other person to understand, the need to communicate, the need to work through something. Sometimes in the Shakespeare soliloquies, it's just a character working through something in their own mind. The need to work it through uh, will keep your monologue afloat. And as I do talk about in the class, we have to be very careful not to evaluate ourselves as it's going, because then we're not doing the job. If you're a Brutus, Brutus has a long monologue about whether or not to kill Caesar. That's really he's got to get that decision right. That's why he's got so many words. He's got to get it right. He has to weigh all the sides of the discussion. There is no room for you to be watching yourself as an actor. You've got to figure out what is the right course of action. Yes. I think that's true in any monologue. It should be true in any monologue that there is a great need to speak, a great need to communicate, a great thought to work through. Um, and as always, if you invest in that as the character and not think about yourself as the actor and how it's going and what people are thinking of it, you will do yourself a great service. And really, think about it. A monologue is only a minute or two. It's really not that long. Um, Unless you're doing Libet, there's a 20-minute monologue in Libet, which is brilliant, but that's another story. Um, um, it's not an eternity. It may feel like it, but it's not. Pick monologues that you love doing, that don't depend on the response from anybody, that you just love doing. And there's one last thing I want you to remember. Uh, the auditors have chosen to see monologues. They had an option of giving you sides. They chose to see monologues. Don't assume that they're miserable. Don't assume that they're tired of them. Don't assume that they hate watching them. I've spoken to casting directors who say they love watching monologues. They love it. They don't need a reader. They don't need to read. They can just watch the performer work. They get a sense of the performer's taste and what they like. And lastly, God, we forget this all the time. This is supposed to be fun. We like acting. We like it. I wish we could remember that all the time. We love acting. We love figuring out what drives a character, what makes them say all those things that they need to say, and what's going on with them. We love that. So relish that opportunity to go in and play a role for a minute or 2 minutes, depending on how long the monologue is, and really invest in the acting work, not the results. You know that, but I needed to say it again. All right, gang. I hope that inspires you to enjoy your monologue auditions a little more. All right. See you next time. Bye.